Hello and welcome to the analysis of gold XAUUSD. My name is Vic. Thanks for joining me here. Gold had a very good week last week. The price actually got pushed up when NFP data got released, and now certain things that we must be aware of before we start to think that that is bullish or bearish or what, because things can be deceiving. So what we should do is stay objective and look at all the possible scenarios and important levels before we start to make any sort of decisions. So I'll start from higher time frame because it has been quite a while. So I'll start from here. This higher time frame analysis was posted in January 2022, and it has been working perfectly fine. I last updated in March 9th. So this is what we were expecting. We were expecting gold to go up into one of these levels, 2029, and then possibly around here, around 1985, and then start to fall down because we had these W patterns. And we were expecting it to fall all the way down to 1678 because we had this liquidity level. So it was supposed to actually fall through that, perform a retest, and then continue to fall further down into 1586 around that level because we have a bigger M pattern, which is multi-year M pattern, which is forming, right? And this is what happened in March. So in the market went up and then started to fall down. And now let's look at what is current state. The current state is we are here. So this entire thing, irrespective of news or whatever, the market still has been following this higher time frame pattern. And as you can see, this is simply still bearish. So the market overall on multi-month time frame, this is still bearish. And what we saw last week is basically a market moving up back into this structure level here. So we will talk about this in detail, right, when we move on to other charts. But I just wanted to show you that where the market is currently on higher time frame. Now let's look at other thing. um I think in the month of September I posted this, that the market was coming into this level of 1626, and then market could actually form a bullish candle in the month of October. That actually did not work out well. Actually, the market got pushed up, and I was expecting a bullish candle in October, but seems like it tried and failed. Now it is trying to do it again in November. And the reason behind that, if you have missed out on my previous analysis, is this. You see, we have combination, it's a pattern of three candles. So three candle bearish, three candle bearish, okay? And then when this sort of thing happens, right, we usually get a bullish candle, right? And so I was expecting this to be a bullish candle. That did not happen. And if that does not happen, usually we get three candle bearish again. Now this candle so far in November is still bullish, but anything can happen, right? Remember in the last month of October, it was actually bullish. Price got pushed up and then it fell down, and that can happen again because you see, if we do not get a bullish candle here, there is a possibility of having two more bearish candles, and that is still there. So watch out that this candle of November can still turn bearish. That is still a possibility. So that is from candlestick point of view, but this level worked out perfectly fine. The market actually pushed higher, fell down, and pushed back again. Now, if you have been following my analysis for quite a while, then you know that last year market makers played a lot, played digital traders around 1806 level, around here. They kept on moving the price up and down around 1806. Now we have similar sort of situation here where the market makers are using, if I go to the monthly time frame, sorry, weekly time frame, the market makers are using 1644. As you can see, so far, there has not been a single week where the market has been able to close below that level, around 1643, 1644 level. The market has not been able to close below that. So beware of these levels, because when these levels form, right, they can create a lot of fake breakouts. When the market was going below this, a lot of people thought, okay, yeah, this was going to fall down. But we went long from this particular level. And now what we have, usually, gold has this tendency of forming triple bottoms and quadruple bottoms and double bottoms and all that, right? It usually creates liquidity levels. As you can see, this structure, lot of liquidity was here. A lot of liquidity. It fell down and then pushed back up. Similarly, a lot of liquidity has formed here because now we have got a triple bottom. When you see these sort of things happening, always think that at some point in time this is definitely going to get broken. And why this triple bottom is forming is because of very simple reason. This is happening because of a demand zone, right? So this is rally, base, rally. Okay, so we are exactly here. So that is why this is forming. So what's happening now? Next is this. If I go to the daily time frame and show you what kind of structure we have. So we still have the possibility of it falling down to 1584 and 1522 near about these levels. This is not like the main premium analysis, but you get an idea where it could be going. Now we have these trend lines. So what happened last week is we have very nice candle, very strong candle, but ultimately where it has come to the same structure level which has been acting as resistance, and at the same time we have these trend lines, and then we have these few important levels. So how do we play this? There are two liquidity zones. Okay, so one liquidity zone is here. So at some point in time this is definitely going to get broken. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it takes days or weeks or months, but it is going to get broken, because there are a lot of stop losses now. Okay, there is a liquidity zone around here as well, so that is also going to get attacked at some point in time. Okay, so what we have is like this. You should form a plan based on steps, right? You do not have to predict. You can just say, okay, if this happens then I'll do this. That's how the trading is, right? Based on probability, based on certain conditions. So if this trend line is broken, first of all, this is right there in a structure level. There is a trend line and there's a fib level as well, right? Around 1687. So if the market actually comes here, I'm looking for short term shorts. Why? Because we have structure level here. However, you will notice that if that level is cleared, we will have a W pattern here. Okay, and that W pattern is probably going to push it to the next trend line and possibly into this FCP zone, which runs between 1716 1706 and 1717, approximately that level. And it can actually go slightly higher as well to go beyond this liquidity zone, which is around 1734, approximately there. Okay, so these are all the things. If so, how do we play this? We are there in structure level, so if I get a confirmation to the short, that will be a short term short. I will probably go short here, and then if the market actually starts to break above 1687, and if I get a confirmation, then I'll go long into the next trend line, or this 1700 or 1706 level, and then again look for short opportunities. I'll exit the long and look for short opportunities. And if it continues to rise higher, then this FCP zone can give us a little bit of consolidation or reversal opportunities. And if it continues to break through this, then we can look for 1766, and if it continues to break through that, then we will look at 1785. Now between here, this FCP zone and other 1766, we may require few updates here because the market structure will change and we will have a bigger W pattern forming like this. So that is the whole point of the market could go there, but we have a lot of structure, a lot of important levels to cover first, right? So hope you enjoyed this analysis. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because your support helps us a lot, and it helps us to reach out to more traders. It also helps them to find this analysis and get benefit from it. So I'll see you in the next one. Have a great trading week next week.